Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how to start your own bonsai from a seedling or seed. I'm no expert by the way, but as you can see behind me there, I've got well over 100 trees now and they're all doing great, and the majority of these are started from seed or seedling. So I thought I'd show you guys how I went about doing that. So I realised the title of this video was how to grow trees from seedlings for bonsai, but it's pretty simple really. I've got so many trees on the go. These were a load of maples which I collected end of last year, beginning of this year. Just little seedlings that randomly germinated underneath a maple tree. So I pulled them up late winter or early spring, just as they were about to start growing, and I just placed them in there. And seedling wise, there's a load of pine seedlings in here. So this is just plant pot with an empress tree cutting in it, and I just sprinkled the seeds on there. Did nothing else to them other than watered the plant, and quite a few of them have grown, so it really can be as simple as that. These are all oak seedlings which I've just pulled up. A few may have died, but as long as you do it sort of early spring, just as you see the buds start swelling on them. Imagine these without the leaves. So you have these buds and they start swelling just before the leaves start to grow. That's a perfect time to dig any seedlings up. That's a birch seedling. So I'm sure you can find seedlings wherever you are in the world. Whatever trees you've got native to you, try and have a look underneath them. Have a look on the side of the road, sidewalks. You'll find seedlings lying around, waiting to be pulled up and turned into bonsai trees. Even just looking in plant pots, you'll find little tree seedlings. So this is a Japanese maple, growing nicely in there. And in the pot there, just this year, that's a willow seedling that's germinated in there. So we could separate that out. You could probably just pull it, as long as you get the majority of the roots. So not too many roots on there, but that would probably survive. Pop it in a bit of soil and it would grow. But I don't need any more. This is a willow seedling which just germinated somewhere, and I've just put it in here. And then I'll just cut it back every now and then. So this is another type of maple. And this wasn't planted here. This is another willow. It just grew there, so I've just been cutting it back. And I've got various other trees which have grown from seed, some of which I planted, majority of which will just germinate randomly somewhere, and I've pulled them up, like this little yew or whatever it is here. And I've got more chestnuts. These were just little seedlings which I've just yanked out of the ground and planted in little pots. So your aim is to just basically get as much root as you can, and to do it preferably when the tree's dormant. So if it loses its leaves in the winter, do it just before it starts growing. And if it's an evergreen, then I guess it doesn't matter so much, but try to avoid doing it in the middle of summer. So if you've watched any of my old videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But so after you've collected your tree, you've got to let it recover. Keep it somewhere sheltered. If it's hot, make sure it doesn't get too hot. Keep it in a shaded area for a while. If it's too cold, protect it until it's nice and healthy. And then, like I said, some of my other videos you've seen me do it. You can either just cut them back, so just prune off any long bits and just keep it into a sort of shape, like what I do with these ones that I've planted in the ground. Or you can put a bit of wire on it. You can use string, anything you want really to change the shape of the tree. So like I said, I just want to show you how I do it anyway. It's not necessarily how everyone would do it, and I'm sure there are or may well be better ways, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with my trees and they're all nice and healthy. So a lot of them are just like cut and grow, so you just redirect growth by cutting it back to maybe 1 or 2 buds. But I do use some wire sometimes. A fair few of my trees have had some sort of wiring to change the shape of them, but you don't have to do any of that. Like I've shown you, I've got trees which I haven't put any wire on, and I've got trees which I've experimented putting all sorts of different wire on, just to see what I can come up with. Okay everyone, so anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. So if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe if you did like my video. If you've got any pointers or anything you want to see me do, just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Hope you're all good. See you later.